Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today we are going shopping to Joann's, one of the largest Joann's in the United States, and this is the Anchor store in Columbus, Ohio. I was visiting my daughter over Christmas and decided to take a trip in. I've done another video quite a few years back when it first opened, and if you'd like to see that one, I'll put it down below. It wasn't that great of a video. It was my first shop with me. I don't do a lot of shop with me's, but I just thought you would like to see this Joann's again and just come with me shopping. I was in there looking. I always go and look at the paper crafting, the ribbon, and things like that. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'll just wander around here for a little while. But ultimately, I was there looking for faux greenery, like dried flowers and things like that for my daughter's wedding. But I'll take you through these aisles so you can see what they have. Pretty much this Joann's is probably 2 to 3 times bigger than the normal size Joann's. And each section just has like triple the amount of what would be at a normal Joann's, at least the ones that we have in California. Now, that being said, we just had one open up nearby that is probably close to this size, but still a little bit smaller. So I'm going in now and looking at the paper pads. They always seem to have a bigger selection at this one than the stores in my area. But I love that Animal Kingdom one. My daughter loves animals, so I always like to look at pads like that. The shelves were a little bit bare there and still there. There's empty shelves, but I think that they were transitioning, coming off of Christmas, and maybe going to be adding new ones, hopefully. But still, this is a lot more than what I normally see in my stores. They have a huge section of single papers, and I love this area because all along the top they have the paper crafted animals up the top, all made out of out of cardstock and stuff. I think those are awesome. But this whole entire wall are single sheets of cardstock and printed papers. So I always find printed papers that I don't normally find at my store. And then also here they have other sets of papers that they don't carry at the other stores. Along this side is usually the Disney prints and double-sided prints. And then over here are more of the cardstock and the single-sided sheets. They have a little working area there that you can kind of lay out your stuff, so that's kind of cool. I was trying to see if they had any other kind of strawberry paper, because that's usually where I find different prints. And then on the other side of this wall, they usually have collections. So I can't remember the name of these collections, but there's usually the paper pad that has all the papers, and then they sell them individually underneath. And then they have die cuts and stickers and smaller pads that are hanging up above that coordinate. These collections kind of remind me of like Echo Park or Photo Play, if you've ever seen those brands. But these I just think are really pretty. This one was really cute. Kind of a bright theme there. Usually I find something, but I'm just kind of limiting myself today. I don't need any more paper, that's for sure. So to the left was all the jewelry, but going to the right here, there are embellishments, and then there's also like a section for stickers and planner supplies. Here I think are like inks, yeah, the distress inks, and then on this side all of the acrylic stamps and embossing folders. So just a ton of selection. I love to try to use acrylic stamps and the metal dies in my journals. This one was really cute. These sets have both the dies and the acrylic stamps, so that I love it when they have both. This was right after Christmas, so they didn't have a lot on sale except for Christmas. So there weren't, the other areas of the store just were regular price. Christmas, I believe at this time may have been 60 or 70% off. I will wander into the Christmas so you can see what they have. There was lots left over. And I did pick up a couple Christmas trims, and you'll see that here in a little bit. And that was all I picked up on this trip. I just was in there trying to find the flowers or the greenery, like I said, and didn't have any luck, but still I love to come in this store and just wander around. They have a nice selection of wood stamps, which my store at home doesn't have. It has like probably a third of this selection. There's lots of little kiosk, like that little round kiosk there that has tools for paper crafting and glue. So I think that was a glue kiosk there. There's also another working table there that you can try out things. I'm not sure if they have classes here too. They may. This was the area for the Cricut, I think, all the Cricut supplies. And then here are stickers. Yeah, there's all the Cricut machines and supplies. Then heading this way, across there is, oh, here's Christmas, some of the Christmas that's on clearance. So I'm wandering over. I love all those wood framed, that whole Oh Holy Night and the Nativity, those are awesome. I can't buy any more Christmas decorations, but I did find some trims that I can use in future journals, and that didn't take up a lot of space, but I really like those. There's one of the trims. That's a reindeer jute trim. I thought that was really cute, so I picked that up. Yeah, so they were all 70% off Christmas at this time. And this was the beginning of January when I went in here. And then I picked up that one that is an embroidered ribbon that is in the shape of a tree, so I really liked that. These were $10, so 70% off. That wasn't super cheap, but at 70% off I could wrap my head around that. So they have lots of Christmas ornaments. And then they have lots of wrapping paper, all kinds of decorations. I love their decorations this year, but I didn't buy a lot of new Christmas. There's some candles. That area right there, that is the cutting section when you need to have fabric cut, and it's huge. I believe they have like 10 places for people to get, you know, like if they're really busy, they'll have 10 people there cutting, and they have a computer system where you go up and you put your name in, and then you're put into in line to have your fabric cut, and your name pops up on a screen up above. So it's a lot easier than the little pull tab numbers that's at my store. Here's more Christmas. There's some ornaments, more ribbons. I looked through these, but there were a lot of the fatter ribbons, which I don't use typically. I'll use fatter ribbons for wrapping gifts. There are these here, but I didn't need any more. I have lots of ribbon, and I love buying ribbon. I have a large ribbon wall in my craft room, so I don't really need any more, but I can't help myself sometimes. So they had a few, like, yeah, all those skinny ribbons, but mainly they were the fatter ribbons, which I love for decorating when I wrap gifts. And I always love the vintage truck. I believe this shop even had some fall stuff that they were trying to get rid of on top of the Christmas, but a lot of the clearance was Christmas. And I don't know if you noticed that, you know, in your store. Here's a ton more ribbon. So much ribbon left over. I've noticed that many of the other stores I've been, like Michael's, Walmart, Target, that there's just so much Christmas left over this year. Just too bad, because this is probably one of the years that I wasn't going to buy much. I like to buy Christmas items, my new Christmas items, after Christmas when they're on sale, but I'm trying to scale back and kind of clean things up because we may be moving to be closer to our daughter here in Columbus, so I didn't want to buy a whole lot more. So I'm heading over. There's more like sewing items there, all the threads and all the like that first quarter of the store is fabrics. And now I'm heading back towards, there's all that fabric on the side there is upholstery fabric, just rows and rows of it. Towards the front of the store were more of the quilting and character and flannels and things like that. And right ahead there, where up at the top says knit it, it's a whole wall of yarns as far as you can see. And then that center area there to the left is a workshop area, and so they have classes, and I think you can just go in there and bring your stuff and work. They also have a little coffee area that you can get Starbucks coffee. Now I'm not sure if, I know they shut it down for, yeah, looking right in there, there's like a little kitchen, and there's a Starbucks coffee machine that has coffee and chai tea. I didn't go over to see if you could actually get some. It's like usually free, but during COVID they closed it down. That was kind of a bummer. But they would normally have the coffee machine, and then they had cookies that you could grab too. So that was nice. So here's some cute baskets, and then a clearance wall, so I was going to take a look and see what was there. Some paper, different kitchen items, just kind of random things pulled together back there. Lots of markers, floral items. In here was some new sets of different decor. Oh, these were dog items. I thought these were super cute. And some leftover. There was that Halloween piece even. That's kind of neat. They had some happy planners that were on clearance and a bunch of different pages and things like that for the happy planner. I used to keep a happy planner, but I just didn't use it very much, so those were really cool. I'm always attracted to Mickey and Minnie, but I would decorate them, but then I wouldn't fill them in. So anyway, all right, now I'm heading over into what I came to look for, the flowers. I really wanted some dried florals like a eucalyptus or something like that, but the only greenery they had were like the silk or the plastic, and I just didn't like what it looked like. I had found some dried eucalyptus at Walmart that I had purchased some, and I used that in some of the arrangements that I made, and then we're using it on the tables for her wedding. And so I was trying to find more of that while I was here in Columbus to finish up some things, some arrangements that I was doing. The stuff that I have is already at my mother-in-law's in Indiana for the tables, so I just had it shipped there. But Walmart here did not, at least at the time I was looking, and here in Columbus they did not have the eucalyptus that I had purchased from Indiana. So yeah, just going down all this stuff. And this is a huge floral area for Joann's. My Joann's have like maybe 2 rows, and this is like the whole, like a whole corner of the store. So all different colorways. And then they have a little table there so that you could like gather things and work on, you know, decide what you want to do. And I assume they have classes there too. So walking through again to see if I see anything else in the other areas I already went through, but just didn't find what I was looking for. So hopefully you enjoyed this little shop with me. I only picked up those 2 trims as I said, but hopefully you have a large Joann's in your area like this. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.